Hey guys, I'm Rebecca from Hip Homeschooling Blog, and today we are going to be talking about a traveler's journal. So I've designed my camera so you can see all of my gear right here. I'm going to show you how to put together an insert for a traveler's notebook. If you have purchased this insert from my Etsy shop, Hip Homeschooling, you're going to have something like this, all of your printables double-sided, and you're going to be wondering what order to put them in and how to put them together for an insert, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do that. Before I begin, if you are not sure what a traveler's notebook is, a traveler's notebook can be a variety of different things, okay? It can be made with fabric, it can be made with leather, there's different brands out there, there's lots of different options. But essentially, it's a folder that has a number of smaller notebooks in it. So when you're using it for planning, inside it has elastics. So I had this one custom made. Normally they're just one. This one has two to go around. If you can see, I had my name stamped on and a symbol. And inside, this is different than the traditional Midori, if you know anything about these notebooks, in that it's a lot wider than a traditional Midori. It came with a pen loop. I custom had this done, so it's not a huge clip-on. And it has 4 elastics inside instead of 2. So normally each booklet goes on 1 elastic. However, if you are interested in learning how you can put 3 on 1 elastic, that will be coming up in a video very soon, so stay tuned. But yeah, normally you can fit up to 3 on 1 elastic, and then this booklet would hold 12. So it's wide enough, unlike the traditional Midori, in that if I have 12 in here, they're not all going to be spilling out the sides. So I can still close it up, and I've got 2 elastics to hold it on. So you can create different booklets for your homeschool planner, for your weekly planner, your monthly planner, your meal planner, your thought dump, a journal, anything you want. And they're all in separate booklets which can be customized. So you can spend a ton of money on these things and buying all of your little booklets over and over and over again. But I created blank inserts that have no date on them that you can use over and over again. Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you how to put together my monthly calendar notebook. Alright, so this is a printable you would have gotten if you purchased off my Etsy shop at Hip Homeschooling on Etsy. Cover page, lay it down. We're going to lay down February, March, April, May, face up, okay? Putting these months face up. June, face up, and July. So you have February to July face up. Now when you fold them in half, you're going to get the rest of your booklet. So before we do that, let's cut it to size. Now width-wise, it's going to be 8.5, which is actually a tiny bit narrower. When you fold it together, it's going to be like point something of an inch narrower compared to a standard size, but it's pretty darn close. So we're not taking anything off the sides. We are only taking off the top and the bottom. You're going to take your ruler and a pencil, and you're going to make some marks on here. You want it to be 8.25 inches long. So starting above July, kind of center it in between there. Make sure your ruler is straight. And you're going to make a couple marks at the top and the bottom of your page. You're just centering it along, alright? Make a little line for you to follow, and then you're going to be cutting this. Now if you don't have an actual cutter like I do here, you can also just cut with scissors. You're just going to have to make all of your lines, make sure they're straight, and trim it. It's going to be a little bit more time, but it is possible. Alright, so I have a line on the top and a line on the bottom for my cut marks. This may be a bit thick. We'll see how my cutter does. pushing it. I'm using cardstock paper, so it's a lot thicker, but alright. Try a little bit higher up this time. So the main thing is you want your cut nice and straight. Alright. So my booklet is now cut to size. Alright, that's it. 2 cuts, top and bottom. Here it is. So now the only thing that you have to do is you're going to fold and staple it. Now if you fold it all together like this, your pages aren't going to be exactly even. So I recommend folding each one individual. Just go through, make sure the edges are exactly lined up. Do a light fold, take something like a ruler, and just crease it all the way along. Your finished booklet is going to be about this big. Alright? So it's normal, because of the size of your booklet, especially if you're using thicker paper like I am, to have the middle stick out a little bit. Alright? You can see it there. If your middle is sticking out a little bit and it's annoying you, you could take scissors and manually cut it. But once you're finished with your booklet, you're going to open it to the middle and you're going to staple it on those middle pages, okay? Alright, so if you're like me and don't have an industrial stapler and just have a regular at-home one, you may be wondering how to staple a booklet when it does not reach to the middle of the book. It's a problem. So I'm going to show you a way that you can do this. You're going to use the edge of something, alright? And you're going to put your booklet with the spine that you want to staple over the edge. You're going to open up your stapler, which usually is on the bottom somewhere. There's a little lever. And you're going to very quickly smash down on the head without disrupting your paper. Now, on the other side, you're going to see your prongs, which you can fold down. Show you this one. Now it can be difficult to get them aligned in the middle. That's the problem with this method. But it is a method that works. And means you don't have to go out to the store. Alright, so here you have it, my finished booklet. Now there's a couple options with this. You can use, when you're creating your own inserts, there's a lot of different options. You can also use scrapbook paper, and you can cut it to size, and you can laminate it with these pouches, laminating pouches and a laminator. So there's different things that you can do with it to customize it, but now that you have it done, you can take, if you have a traveler's notebook, and you can insert it through one of these elastics. So there we go. My traveler's notebook, my traveler's journal, whatever you call them, has already one booklet inside here. So this is pretty thick, again, because I use cardboard paper or cardstock, but I would probably do it with a thinner paper than that if you're putting one together. And but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So there you have it. That is how you create an insert. Make sure that it is in the same order that you printed it off in, okay? Unless your printer does it backwards. But make sure it's in that same order, and make sure that you are cutting it the proper size. You want to make it 8.25. You see that fits in there perfectly, and it's all ready. You won't have to trim any off the sides. And then you just insert it into your notebook. So I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned where I will be showing you how to modify and bring together 3 booklets using only one elastic.